Hey, how you doing? This is Block 21 and I am Sanford. And the first thing I want to do is apologize to those that do watch my video and say that I'm sorry that I haven't put any out in I don't know, a few weeks or maybe even a month. But I've been had a lot of things on my mind, as you can imagine. You know, trying to find a job, trying to figure out where I'm going to get a job, trying to figure out pay my bills. And good news, I just got my house taxes in today, so now they're due. So I've had a lot on my mind and everything, and then plus trying to figure out all that, trying to figure out different ways of making money. I do have or there is um, oh, GoFundMe out there for me. And I've been putting things on Facebook, things like that to try to get some help. You know, I don't know. I know my unemployment's going to be running out in a few weeks and right before Christmas there, so that's going to suck. But anyway, back to everything else. Sorry about the, not putting no videos out. I am just trying to get some better quality videos and more informational, more things besides you just sitting there listening to me talk. So one of the things I am doing is back in about 26 years ago, me and my stepdad dug up it was a small rifle. We thought it was a toy or a child's gun of some sort. Found out it was a very early 1900 thumb trigger 22. And the stock don't look so good. It's cracked pretty good, this and that, and needs to be reblued and all. I've talked to some people about kind of what it was worth the way it is. And they said it was very easily $1,200 to $1,800, maybe even a little bit more. I also talked to them about, well, if I redid it, and I had kind of a mixed deal on that. Some of them says it hurt the value, some of them says it would help the value. So what I decided to do is I am building a stock. I do have the video started. I'm just trying to take my time so I don't mess up. I think a lot of you appreciate that. And so this thing's gonna be made out of maple. I don't. Maple is a good wood, and it is a hardwood, but it's we're going to try to um, I'm gonna do it out of that, and it's a real nice wood, and um, what else? Well, if I ever decide to sell the gun or give it away or whatever the case may be, uh, the original stock I'm going to keep. I'll keep it wrapped up and I'll keep it protected the best I can. I am going to try to reblue the gun, and so you know, hopefully I won't ever have to sell it because I enjoy it hanging on my wall and stuff. But you know, shit happens. So, but anyway, so I am working on that. I've got a couple other little short videos I'm working on for you. I'm just trying to find those little niches and stuff, trying to get something out there besides you sitting there listening to me talk and shoot shit. So anyway, but good news is I woke up this morning about 6:30, checked my email, and I have my very own first book out on Amazon. And right now it is out on ebook. Next 3 days, hopefully, if there's no more issues that I got to try to fix, it will be out on paperback. And it's not a very big book. You know, it's I don't know, 149, 180 pages, something like that. But it is adult rated, and it is called a set of tantalizing tales. And so that's about all I'm going to tell you on that. So you can go in and read the description. Hopefully, a lot of you will be maybe pick up a copy for me or buy one for, if you're not into that type of stuff, you can buy it for a friend or a relative or somebody that is for Christmas because it is coming up. So hopefully, I get some support on that. So anyway, with that being said, that's what this video is going to be about today. I've already wasted about 5 minutes of your time telling you all the other stuff, but I was gonna put my screen recorder up, and I said, no, I ain't gonna mess with that right now. All my people listening out there are smart enough to know what I'm talking about, and if not, I can walk them through it, or they can go through and watch videos or whatever, so forth and so on. So what we're going to talk about today is two different things, actually. We're going to run through it pretty fast. I don't want this to be like an hour and a half, 2 hour video. But it's going to be a kind of a two-part type deal. And basically, I've done one video on it already, and it is Google Docs. I'll kind of tell you a little bit about that and what I've learned since I did that video. And the other one is actually using Kindle to publish your book, things like that. And yes, some of it would be a lot easier if I did the screen recorder, but I'm not, so I'm sorry. I just didn't get it all set up, and I'm not real good at doing all that stuff with the mock websites like a lot of other YouTubers do, but there's a bunch of videos out there for that. So here we go. Google Docs is a free. Trying to find my lighter here. I'll get some more secondhand smoke going on in this room. Google Docs is a free software if you will. You get it from Google, and very good for a lot of different things, for doing resumes, recipes, book writing, all that. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is the book writing. They do not have a template, as I found as of yet, for book writing. Okay, but there is some add-ons out there that has a little bit that you can kind of work with. But basically, it's if you're going to self-publish, you don't need the very first page that says, your name and address and email and all that for what a publisher would need. So we're not going to go into that right now. If you want to know what that is, you can go on, like I said, some of the other sites and get that. Maybe go on one of my videos back and you'll see that. So your first page is basically your title page, subtitle, and author. If you want to put a picture in there, put a picture. All your stuff up top is pretty much the same as, your toolbar and everything. It's pretty much the same as a lot of other softwares, so it's very easy to figure out. And so if you want to put a picture in there, you just go up to the top, hit insert. The very first thing I think it says on there is photo or picture, or add a picture or something like that. And you click on it, it opens up a little bar, and you just go to your computer and get a picture, and then you go back in there, and then you'll click on it so it has the little blue dots around it, and you'll size it where you want it and all that good stuff. So to add a new page, make sure that you've got a new page. Now, as you're typing, it will add pages for you, but if you want to ensure that you've got another page and blah blah, you go up, you can hit insert, and break. It says break, and over the top says page break. And basically, what that does, it actually opens up another sheet for you right underneath the other one. And you go to tools, you do word count. You can do page numbers. Give you 2 different options, whether you want it on top right, top left, bottom right, bottom left, whatever. Center of the page. Gives you several options on that, so it keeps track of those numbers. Table of contents, the same thing. You just type in table of contents using your header button, and then go up to your menu. And I think it is insert, and down at the bottom it says table of contents, and it gives you a couple of different options, whether you want the points or whether you want the numbers along with the page numbers. And so you click on it. But and so as you're writing your book, whether it be chapters or sections or whatever it is, it just every once in a while go up to your table of contents, click on it. It'll be like a little circle with it, like almost like a refresh type button. Click on it, and any title that you put in there or heading or whatever that's under, that's written in a heading format, it will pop those pages, whatever, or that page up top, and the page number. So it works really easy, very good. Over on your file, you scroll down there, and you can click on a lot of, copy, cut, paste, all that good stuff. Save, import, export, that type of stuff. But there's also a deal called page setup, and so you click on page setup. You'll have a column on the right that has numbers, usually set on 1, and that's pretty much a good standard deal. And then also it has actually the size of your trim or your margins or whatever it is there. I still, that's what happened. I'll explain a bit more here in a minute. On Amazon, trying to do my paperback was that's the issues I was having, was dealing with that type of stuff, and I'll explain that here in a minute. So, but you just basically pick the size of the book you want, 6 by 9, 11 by 13 or 14, whatever it is, or so on and so forth. And then you just start typing, There's also a deal where you can click and have other people read, and you can click on it and have other people not only read it, but actually make changes, or they give you notes saying, you might want to change this or that, and that type of deal. So you can get a lot of people, friends, whatever, to help you write, help you edit, just give you suggestions, whatever the case may be. So once you get done with that, you go over to Kindle or KDP, okay, .com. If you have an Amazon account, you just sign in with Amazon, or sign in on there with using your Amazon account. If you don't have one, make one. And then you'll come up to a deal that says ebook. On the left hand side, it says ebook, and right underneath it is paperback. Out of all the videos I watched now, they say it's better to do your paperback first and then do your ebook. So on your Google Docs, when you get everything done, you go over there and save it or import it or whatever it is to, I did mine in, PDF, and just saved it to my computer, and then when I went and did my other, I just pulled it up. And so as you go down there, it'll ask you, your name and all that, your bank information, so you can get your payments, things of that nature. You'll set up kind of a profile type deal. You just answer the questions, go through there, and then you'll save and continue. And then it'll start asking you, a description of your book. Give you a place where you can choose 2 different categories. 2 is all they allow you, but it's plenty. I mean, I did mine as erotica and fantasy, I think it was. And then it gives you a place where you can put, I believe it's 8 keywords. And so just think about your keywords just like you would for YouTube or anything else. Something that will come up and grab people's attention, or something that has to do with, your book or whatever the case may be. I heard that you can do more of that. You just have to ask for it, I guess. I don't know. I didn't mess with none of that. And so, but it goes on down and eventually ask you, if you have, if you own the rights to this book. Of course, it'd be yes. Do you have another author's name that you want to use? Yes or no. It asks you, um, what else does it ask you? It's just several things. I mean, it's nothing hard about it whatsoever. Okay, and then it will come down to it to where it wants you to upload your manuscript. Okay, now this was the hard part for me. Was I thought I was doing everything right when I was writing my book. Okay, I watched some YouTube videos. I said this settings and this settings and this was all the way they used, blah blah, all that. What I did not know was things like trim size, gutter size, this size and that size, and script, and I don't know what all. So that is what I that is what I do not know nothing about. I mean, I heard those words, but I don't know what they are. I'm just a redneck, man. so, um, so I put it in there. It did accept it the first time. Okay, well, it accepted it, and then you go down next, and then you put in your book cover. Now you can make a book cover over on Canva for free. Make it your way, your style, everything. You just have to know the measurements, not only of the book, but your bleed, your book size, your page numbers, and what color the daggone paper is. Because I guess the color of paper helps you determine the size. I guess I don't know. So, but white is the easiest, the way I understood it. And so, uh, anyway, so I submitted it. I had this badass little cover that I made. I loved it. I worked on it about 2 days and had it all done. Submitted it. It took it. Then it gives you a deal for a preview. And so I clicked on that so you can preview everything. And everything goes through. It takes about, depending on how big your book is and all that good stuff. But, it took me probably about 15 minutes for it to do its thing. And then I previewed it and it had all these daggum errors. Errors, yeah. And so, well, how do you go fixing this? So I had to go try to figure out what I needed to do. So I went over to YouTube, watched a couple videos, went back to Google Docs. That's where I found the page setup deal. I left everything at 1, and I changed a different size of my book, and I went over and looked at the actual story and all. It looked pretty good, so I saved it on PDF as well. Went back through, resubmitted it, and it gave me all these errors. And then my cover gave me a bunch of errors. And I tried everything I could on that, trying to figure it out. So I said, okay, fine. PDF, Amazon, KDP, has a, what do you call it? A creator for that. And I said, okay, well, if I do that creator, should be no issues because that creator they already know how many pages in my book. They already know what size my book is. They already know all that, so it ought to fit, right? Well, it does. But it depends on what you write on the back and all this and that as to whether or not it's going to work. So I worked on it about 2 or 3 days. Now, my ebook, it went in fine, okay? I already had the cover, my original cover made for my paperback, and so the ebook just kind of flowed in there and it got it. So, but so I thought I had everything going good. Woke up this morning, daggum email saying that this needs to be fixed and this needs to be fixed. And so What it was, I had a couple pictures that was kind of off the grid a little bit, the edge of it or something, and so anyway, so I just went back to my original. I moved them pictures over. I shrunk them up a little bit. Went and did this. Went and did that. I resubmitted that. Went back in and redid. Tried to fix the error. I had one error on my cover, and I tried everything. I don't know how to fix that error, so I just left it. I submitted again, so hopefully in the morning or so, it'll be good to go live. If not, then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll have to do something else different. But what it is a smaller book, like I mentioned, and so they're trying to put my title and the author's name on the spine. And as you know, a book that's 150, 200 pages is not very thick, so well, I'm using the smallest font that they provide, and well, it's just not there. I mean, I can't get any smaller, and you can't really see it in order to, because it's so small, it's hard to see it. I don't even know why they even have anything on the spine that small, but they do. So I went and submitted it. So hopefully in the morning or whatever, tomorrow evening sometime, I'll get this thing saying, "Yay, it's live." That's what I'm hoping for. So we will see. But if not, I mean, my paperback will be out. It will, definitely be out. It just going to be a couple more days. So I want to tell you that. But after all that talking, after everything I just said, Amazon is fairly easy. Okay, I'm not complaining about nothing that they've done. They have their policies, they have their ways, or whatever the case may be. But the way I look at it is they want to make sure that you have the best quality book that you can possibly make, and that's what makes me happy about them. So I'm not, I'm not complaining one bit. If I just wish that I knew more about, gutter size and trim size and bleed and all this and that. If I had known a lot more than that, excuse me, then if I knew a lot more about those areas and all this, then it wouldn't have been near as difficult, to do. And it wasn't hard. It's just trying to figure out, because it's, you don't know what that stuff is. You don't know where the gutter is. You don't know where you got lines and stuff, but I mean, it's kind of like trying to find a road map or something, or you're driving in a different state. You've got a map, but you don't know where the hell you are. It's kind of like that. But it does let me know, though, that they do care about what your book looks like. Okay. So the cover is not exactly the way I wanted it, what I expected, things like that. But the book's still there. It still has my name on it. I was going to use a made-up author's name, but I said, no, this is my book. 20 years after I die, somebody said, "Hey, look at this book. I used to know this dude." So that's why I went and used my name and on it. And so I hope that I get a lot of buyers out there. I hope that it does sell. Price point, not too bad. It's a little higher than probably what I wanted. But in order to get a little bit of royalty off of it for myself, for the work I've done, I had to bring it up a little bit. So it's about $8, $8.99, something like that. And so it's not terrible. And so that's about all I got today. If you have any questions or whatever, like I said, please leave me a comment. I get very few comments from anybody. Of course, I don't put videos out like I say I do, and I know it's just me talking, and people say, "Man, I just wish that dude just shut up." So, but I do enjoy talking to y'all, and y'all have a very good night, and be careful out there, be safe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.